Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some interesting stuff today. I spent a lot of time yesterday off stream adding a more sophisticated unlock system. So now instead of all the content being available at once and just having the loot table open for those, I've added certain conditions under which certain things can be unlocked and then encountered in the game. So, for instance, well, let's just take a look at some of these things. So, I think that's going to make it it's going to make the game a lot more engaging for a couple of reasons. One, the pool of items that you're going to encounter every run is going to be changing as you unlock stuff, but also it gives you something to work towards, right? So, instead of unlocks just being randomly encountering things, there's actually solid goals to accomplish. So, for instance, here, the Midas bullet here is unlocked by spending a total of 500 gold. So, and then there's other ones like the totem, unlocked by killing 5,000 total enemies. I think there's one in here that's like, oh yeah, defeat the skeletal snake to unlock that one. So there's a couple of runes in here that can only be unlocked by accomplishing certain things. And the same is true for the guns. So like this one, you can only unlock this after defeating the lowrider spider, right? Let's see. I don't think the frog has any unlocks yet. Oh yeah, this one, yeah, you have to leave a run with over 300 gold to unlock the gold gun. You can unlock the necromancer gun by defeating the mausoleum magnate, and so on and so forth. So I can attach conditionality to these unlocks now, which is great. So yeah, in the stream today, I'm going to be adding an unlock condition for the frog here, for the frog gun, and then what I want to do is probably work on another gun type, the rocket gun, with an affix that goes along with it. So again, just stuffing the game full of content so that it's as interesting as it can possibly be. I still have 2 more enemy types to do for the 3rd level, the cave level. I have to do 1 more regular enemy and then the last boss of the cave level, which will also be the last boss of the game. So I'm just not feeling particularly inspired with those things right now, so that's why we're not working on that yet. So again, the goal is to get all the content done by the end of January, upload a new demo with all of the changes that I've made, and then spend the month of February doing a ton of playtesting, marketing, so on and so forth. So we're getting down to the wire here. So yeah, I've got 15 days left in this month to get all that done. Anyway, so before I get into the work for this stream, I want to remind everyone that I've got all of the ways that you can support me linked below. I've got my Udemy courses available for sale, so if you want to learn how to build a complete game in the Godot engine using either GDScript or C#, you can check out the links in the description below, like I mentioned. Otherwise, you can wishlist Gunforged and purchase that when it comes out. I've also got links to my socials and my website where you can sign up for my newsletter at firebelly.com. All that good stuff. So please check out the description and of course like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Anyway, let's get right into it. Hello Xynoblide. More content indeed. Hello X, welcome back. Good to see you. Good morning Emerson to you as well. All right. So let's go ahead and add some functionality or this unlock conditionality to the frog. So I wanted it to be as soon as you enter the cave level, it will unlock the frog. So let me see. So I need to go to my gun part unlock manager here. What I need to do is connect to gameevents.instance.connect, gameevents.signalname.level entered, callable.from, on level entered, private void on level entered. We might do some playtesting today as well, but we'll see how that goes. If level is equal to level.cave, then all I gotta do is do try unlock gun type frog. And then what I need to do is I need to go into my frog resources here, and I basically need to say I need to check this box that says has unlock condition, and then I need to write a description. Unlocked by entering the 3rd level. I don't want to necessarily give away what the 3rd level is before people get there. So unfortunately, I need to copy and paste this for all of the parts. There's not really an easy way around that without re-architecting the system, so I just have to make sure that they're all the same. And now what I should be able to do is, I think if I just go straight to the cave level, I should see the frog unlock. I think I have some of the parts unlocked already, but let me just see if this works. So you're not going to be able to enter the cave level until you've won the 2nd level. So the frog is actually going to be a relatively late unlock. Okay, that actually didn't work. Let me do something here. On level entered. Maybe this is just not being fired when I start the game directly into that level. Let's see. Oh, I was going to do save.json. I'm actually just going to go ahead and delete my save. Start up the game. Blank slate. Got no unlocks here except for these things. So now what happens if I go into the cave level? Yeah, it doesn't like that. How else can I test this? Level select screen. You know what I might need to do here? Might need to add some debug stuff to this. Export private bool debug allow all. Okay. So let's see. On level selected. Oh, level select ingot. Okay, so I don't want this here. Put this here. Debug all unlocked. If os.isDebug build and debug all unlocked is locked equals false. Okay. So that should be all that I need to do. So I'm just checking if it's a debug build and then checking if that flag is on. Cool. So now I should be able to build this. And then I can go to my level select ingot. This is loaded as a placeholder. So debug all unlocked. Okay. All right. So now if I run this. Hello, Snupbill. Thank you for the IDR 20,000. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Generous as always with the message yummers. All right, so I should be able to go here now. Let's see if this unlocks the frog for me. Boom. That doesn't even work. Interesting. Did I not update this? Level select screen. Why is that not working? Hub room. Cave level scene. Did I never update that? Hub room or hub level. Oh, I didn't. Quick load. I should put this over here. Quick load cave level. Now let's try it. This is why we playtest. Okay, so it's not unlocking the frog. Why is it not unlocking the frog? Key cave was not present in the dictionary. Oh, that's not a related thing. Gun part unlock manager. On a level entered, if level equals cave, try unlock gun type frog. Oh, I see. I need to also add a condition in here. Case frog. This is why we test things. So this is a little bit interesting because this try unlock gun type goes to try unlock parts. It calls check condition on each of those parts, and then it has a little switch statement in here. So, you know, I don't really have a direct way of checking it besides running it through this condition. So it's a little bit roundabout, but that's all right. I just need it to work. It doesn't need to be a super clean system. Hello, Defected. Welcome back. Great to see you. Hello, Elena. Wouldn't it be simpler and add more visually clear to create a config file containing info about what gets unlocked in each case, and add certain points in the game, like the start of a level, etc.? Check the config to determine what needs to be unlocked. I mean, that would be certainly a more configurable solution. The issue is that that takes a while to set up from a code perspective, and I can tell from here, from just looking at this gun part unlock manager, what the conditions are for unlocking various parts. Now, I do have to manually make sure that my resources are still in line, like having these things checked, but it's just not worth the effort to architect a whole solution for this when I'm this close to release and when this solution is simple and works. So, is it an ideal solution? No, but it also is working. So that's really all that matters at this point in development. Boom, frog gun part. Cool. All right, so that's working. Debug all unlocked. So I'm going to turn that off. Level ingot, debug all unlocked, turn that off. Don't want that messing up my playtesting later. Hub level, frog, okay, add frog unlock condition. Hello, Neozoid, welcome back. Hello, again, can't say your name. Welcome to the stream. Imagine changing the workflow at this point. It'd be interesting to see it happen, though. I mean, it's not... Because this is sort of like an ancillary feature, it's not like critical, you know? Like, I could come up with a config system for the unlocks and everything, but it's, you know, it's just not the time to do that, I don't think. Hello, Silvertone. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, this is just like a very last minute addition. I just wanted to make the unlocks a little bit more interesting, because before, again, it was just anything could be dropped at any time, and so it's like the way you unlock something is just by getting lucky, but having some of the items not available in the game until you meet certain conditions, I think it could potentially extend the longevity of the game, because you actually have something to work towards. But anyway, did I commit that? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say that I'm done with those. I'm gonna go through and add more unlock conditions as well. I still want a good amount of the content to be available without directly unlocking it. So I'm trying not to gate too much stuff behind unlocks, but do you have any components where you run editor code to have Godot give you all those little warnings, like the collision shapes do when there's no shape? Yeah, on some of my components, I do the configuration warnings, yeah. The thing that's annoying about it, though, is that a lot of the time, what you have to do to get that to work especially in C#, the way I'm using it is that anything that wants to return a configuration warning often has to have a tool annotation on it, because if you're trying to check if a node is of a custom type, like you're trying to check if a node is an instance of a component that you've written, then both the thing checking to see if it's got that proper component and the component itself need to be annotated with the tool annotation. Otherwise, Godot won't recognize your class name, your custom class name. And then when you add tool to both of those things, you have to make sure that the scripts are safe, because then the editor starts running those scripts and you can get crashes and stuff. So I tend not to do that very often, because it's just very prone to creating a mess of like having to manage the tool annotation. And I just, yeah, it's a lot. How do you deal with running editor code versus game code? It seems like a hassle. Yeah, it's exactly right. I mean, the simple thing to do is just like, if engine.isEditorHint, then return, you know, so like engine.isEditorHint. I have that a lot of cases. So like, if it's an editor hint, return, just like basically in the ready method, just check if it's running inside of the editor as a tool script. And then if so, just like abort everything and stop working, you know? That's the easiest way to do it, but okay. So I think next I want to make a rocket gun, but I'm going to actually work on the affix first. So bullets have an X% chance to explode on hit, dealing 50% damage to nearby enemies. So this is the affix that's going to go with the rocket gun. So I want to try that out first. So if I go to my affixes here, create new resource, affix resource, let's do explode. Okay, display name, what are we going to call it? We'll call it unstable, I don't know. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Do I want this to have a tag of any kind? I don't think so. Internal cooldown 0, loot weight has unlock condition. There was an unlock condition that I wanted to add, but I don't remember what it was. What unlock? Well, we can always come back to it. I should have written it down. But we'll just do no unlock condition here. So save that. Okay. I'm just going to borrow the critical chance affix here. Explode affix.cs. Okay. 5% chance to deal double damage. Do I want to do, let's do 10%. 10% chance to explode on hit, dealing 50% damage to nearby enemies. So this needs to change. Public override bool on entity collision. So that's the one that we need to override here. We'll copy this. If we'll just make this easier. Return false. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I was just checking something. All right, so return false if this is not less than or equal to 10% times the affix occurrences. So now what I need to do is, what do I need to do? I need to create a circle explosion. So new circle explosion builder. Godot node. Is that the parent? Parent node. Why am I not calling it parent node? call it parent. So I need a parent. So var parent is equal to handler arguments dot get or dot event dot tree dot root dot get base level foreground. Otherwise, we'll just use the root. Is this not a node? Oh, it's not a node? Oh, I guess what I could do is handler arguments event dot entity get parent. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna get the foreground layer, otherwise fall back to the entity's parent. So that's the parent node here. The global position is gonna be handler arguments dot event dot entity dot. Yeah, I kind of want. Actually, I'll just make it at the bullet position. Bullet component dot global position. New duration, let's do 0.3. Okay. Dot set color. To find a color for this, let's see. What is the easiest way to bring up a color picker? Let's do this color. Why is it importing system.drawing? Don't do that. Using Godot. Okay, so we'll set the color there. Dot set damage. Handler arguments dot event dot bullet component dot gun stats dot damage. Times 0.5. Set thickness, let's do 10. Set radius. What do we want to use for the radius here? Private static read only. Or no, private static. No, private const float radius. Let's do 48. Okay, and then let's do dot build. Is that everything that I need to do? Set. I don't need to set gun stats. Set delay, set damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. So dot build. So that should work actually. Then we can just return true. And we can get rid of this on player pre-fire that we don't need that. Okay. 10% chance to explode on hit, dealing 50% damage to nearby enemies. That seems to be all right to me. So yeah, that's relatively simple. So now we can test that out. It does feel like it forces you to add that condition almost every function. Oh yeah, the engine editor hint. Yeah, that's definitely the case. Not sure why my messages aren't showing up. Yeah, I don't know. I think YouTube is a little bit aggressive on the anti-spam. So not saying that your messages are spam. It's just like, I think it's probably false flagging a lot of messages. So apologies for that. I might have control over that. Do I have control over how much this anti-spam works? Let's see. I have no moderation on. Yeah, I turned off the automated moderation. I do require people to be subscribers, though, to participate in the chat, just to reduce, because there was like the classic internet bots coming in and just pasting messages. Yeah, I'm not seeing any additional options here for moderation, so I don't know. YouTube must just have some automatic stuff that's going on. I'll have to take a closer look at it later. Whoops. Hello, Rin. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you. That one showed up. Yeah, I got you. All right, let's see. I was going to test this now. Let's go ahead and test it with the standard shotgun. And I'm just going to go ahead and add these. Just add it. Just add 3 of them, I suppose. Explode. I have to do an icon for it as well, which is going to look weird, I'm sure, but let's try it out. And then we can go ahead and draw the rocket gun and get that all situated. Should make the rocket gun just have 1 bullet and deal a huge amount of damage. That would be really fun. Like you just shoot it and just boom. Or like 3 bullets or something. Anyway, shotgun. So let's see if this works. 30% to explode on hit, dealing 50% damage. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Dang, that's going to be pretty good, actually. Now, the thing is, I could make it a lower chance, but have a wider radius. Lower chance, wider radius, less damage. Problem is, if I want this to be included on the rocket, it needs to be close to like a guaranteed thing. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I guess it's alright if the rockets only have a chance to explode. They're defective. They're old Soviet era rockets, we'll just call it that. 10% chance to explode on hit, dealing 50% damage to nearby enemies. I wonder if I'm curious. I'm going to turn up the radius here. I'm going to turn down the chance. And turn down the damage. All right, let's try that. Made the radius bigger, lower chance and lower damage. Last time I hear you end stream, yeah, that stream that was it yesterday that I had to end the stream? Yesterday was a long day. Was it yesterday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, right? There's 2 chat configs on YouTube, top chats and all chats. The first one has some automatic filters and it's the default. Oh, interesting. Top chats and all chats. Should I just, let's see, can I change that from within? How do I change that? Viewer activity, stream settings. Hold on, let me see if I can figure that out. Customization. Maybe I have to configure that before I start. Yeah, I wonder if I have to configure that before I start the stream. Or no, wait. Can I just do this? Oh, wait, here. Live chat. All messages are visible. Well, that didn't make Defected's message appear, but I'll leave it on live chat and see if that works. All my days bleed together. I hardly know what day of the week today is. Yeah. Yeah, it's especially true for me because I don't have a traditional work schedule. So like the days of the week mean like very little, and weekends don't really mean much either. So, but I've been working like a lot on Gunforged too. I don't know if it shows at all, but just trying to get everything ready, fixing tons of little minor things. So this should be 18% chance to explode on hit. Seems reasonable, and it's got a bigger radius. Might change the thickness now. Let's up it to 16. Then we can make the rocket gun. Yeah, that's it, live chat. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see if that works. Hopefully that stops hiding your messages then. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we'll try it with those settings. But I want to make a rocket that does like a lot of damage. Make a rocket bullet that does a ton of damage. Maybe it's a relatively large bullet. Okay, I think that's feeling all right. So I'm going to delete those. Cool. So added explode affix. Explode. Yes. Okay. Added explode affix. All right. I need to add an icon for that now. So let me write that down. Icon. I don't know what the icon should be, but we'll see. All right. Let's try my hand at making a rocket gun now. How this is going to look, I don't know. We're going to fumble our way through it like normal. Template. Sprite canvas size. Folder rocket. Okay. Now we're off to the races. Let me get up some references here. I'm thinking about doing like a NASA rocket. I'm gonna see if I can like make it look like that. Like I guess like a spaceship rocket rather than like a military rocket, you know what I mean? Okay, so I need an orange body, white tip. Should it shoot little space shuttles? No, probably shouldn't. Or like, what is it, like a Toy Story rocket? Yeah, like one of these kind of things. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Draw like a little action figure as the magazine. It would be like a little Easter egg. I think it's going to be relatively easy to, like, if I do the receiver, it's not a very complex shape. Watch me struggle now to get the rocket in place. But if I do like, you know, let's make a relatively thick sort of like receiver. I'll worry about that in a second, but just like super basic. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'd have to make it, I'd have to give it like a round kind of look to it, but something like that might be acceptable. Or I could even make this darker. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Have to play with it a little bit, but something like that for the body. I could also add maybe some writing here. Anyway, so let's see, little tail fins. I'm just gonna get the shape down and then I'll work on the colors and whatnot. So the fins and whatnot. So it probably needs some kind of like engine. How are the fins working? Oh, that's an interesting one. Pizza Planet. Let's see. Okay, they curve away from the thing. That's what I thought. I'm not sure about this shape, but we will see. We'll make it look all right. Like a big old NASA rocket. Do I want to do something more akin to that? So if I do a barrel here. Oops. This is going to be a very large, very large gun. Anyway, that might be, well, it's not going to, I guess it's not terribly big. It's a little bit bigger than the shotgun, so this might actually work just fine. Are you able to use interfaces with Godot and C#? I've been struggling with finding a substitution in GDScript. Yeah, you can use all the typical C# features and whatnot. You can use link, you can use NuGet, you can use all the abstract classes, virtual methods, interfaces, all that good stuff. It seems to work pretty good. It'd be hilarious if that giant rocket came out of a tiny gun. Yeah, that could work too. Just like invert it. Yeah, that might be cool. Anyway, so let's see. Oops. I need a magazine now. Should I do like a little... I don't know if I can draw an action figure. And what would the magazine even look like? Little space shuttle. Hello, Polaris. Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well. Okay, what do I want to do with this? For the magazine, Let's see. Just, I can make it a smaller rocket. Let's see. Okay, this might work. I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one. But let me see if I can get these colors a little bit better here. Oops. This barrel, I mean, maybe I should make it orange like the NASA. The NASA orange. Man, I am not liking this so far, but we're going to march onward and we're going to see if we can get it to where I like it. We're going to see if we can get it to where I like it. Am I allowed to use like the... I might be able to, let's see. No, I can't make an S. I can't make an S, no. I don't know if that improves it at all. Maybe if I chose a different color. Goodness, this is not looking good at all. But like I said, we're going to stick with it and see what happens. We're going to stick with it. This probably needs to be a little bit bigger. Rocket gun, a rocket that shoots guns. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up doing something like that. I'm just not... So far, I'm not really feeling this, but... Might be improved. Let's see if I do this. I mean, I can see how it looks in game, too. I mean, the little bit of color that I've done here is kind of helping, but... It's not... super good. This could be the bullet, actually. Rather than this being the magazine, this could be the bullet. That might actually work better. Let me try this. I'm gonna just borrow the same colors here, largely. Um, I think that's probably all right. Yeah, that's probably all right. Goodness, my eye is weird. You can use a launchpad type looking thing to make the magazine. Oh yeah, like the, what do they call those? They call them, what do they call those? I thought I knew the word, but maybe I don't. Yeah, I know what you mean though, like the scaffold or whatever that they use. I wonder if, let me try something. Receiver. Let me try this. Barrel. Keep doing that on accident. I almost feel like I need a different color there. That looks better. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Oops, wrong one. Did I just edit the barrel? Dang it. All right. Yeah, that only. Yeah, I got you. I might try that. I don't know exactly how that would look, but it is certainly an option to try. Actually, let's try this. Nope. Well, we'll see how it looks. I don't know. I don't know about this. I need a magazine still, but let's see. That almost looks better with just the pink. Part of it too is I don't know. With the outline, it looks decent. With the outline, it looks all right. So maybe I'll just keep that. Well, let me do a magazine and then we'll see how it looks in game. It's possible it will look fine. I'm not totally happy with it, but yeah, it's completely possible it'll just be all right. All right, so magazine. We tried the scaffolding thing, right? I don't know how I'm gonna do that with a little bit of space, but let me try. Like that. I don't know if that looks decent enough, but the other thing is that I'm gonna want some kind of rocket in there. Or I guess something like out in front of it, right? So, oh wait, that was in front. So if I do this, just get super tiny. Like that? I don't know. Yeah, the magazine needs to be relatively small, but I mean, I think that looks fine, I suppose. Crazy. You like it or no? I think it looks fine. Oh, wrong thing. So with the outline, I think that looks fine, yeah. All right, let's try it out. So let's merge that down. Looks cool. I like it. All right, well, we got two yes votes, so let's move forward with it. And this is the bullet here. I don't know, I'm just making it look like there's little text there. Oops. For the bullet. Okay, so we'll lock everything down. There's our rocket, I suppose. I'm falling apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and export scripts, export layers, save sprite. Yes, export, boom, 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 boom. All right. Generate gun template. We're gonna run this. It's nice, thank you, X. Oh, I need to stop eating McDonald's. I have a craving, an insatiable craving for McDonald's. It's all I can think about every day. Rocket, okay. Rocket, barrel, magazine, receiver, we'll deal with those later. Let's do rocket, barrel, rocket, magazine, rocket, receiver. We'll start with the receiver. Okay, hand left position will go down here, hand right position will go over here, magazine connect position will go there, front position will go there, gun rocket barrel, and then here rocket magazine. So now I can go in and edit these things. So we do my offset Okay, so is that aligned with where I want it to be? It is. Look at that. First try. Rocket barrel now. Perfect. Aligned it well the first time. I'm curious to see what happens if I put like the dragon barrel on there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. All right, so we got the rocket stuff in place now. Well, not entirely, but the sprites are in place. So let's go ahead and edit the resources. So rocket barrel, bullet angle 0. Let's do a little bit, slightly 5 bullets per shot. Bullet speed. Let's do 250. Rocket magazine, ammo capacity, we're going to do 2 bullets. Ammo capacity, actually let's do 1. Bullets per second, 1. Range, let's do 200. Layer bullets, yes. Display name, rocket magazine. No, not available in demo. Explode. Oh, I should have called this the Challenger gun. Okay, so I added explode to all those. I gotta add the titles. I don't know. I should just auto-generate these titles, honestly, because it ends up being the same thing every time. Oh well, too late. I do want to do an unlock condition, but I'm not sure. Okay, ammo capacity multiplier. I'm actually going to turn that up to 1.2. And then damage. I think the sniper receiver has the most damage. Or, yeah, sniper damage 18. Yeah, I'm kind of... Let me think. I'm kind of in a tricky spot because my receiver has these ammo capacity multipliers and also this damage multiplier. This damage here. I've wanted to... Let's see. Because the rocket magazine has a... Like, if I wanted to have a low capacity and high damage, what I could do, perhaps, is do, like, like a 4 ammo capacity. And then if I do rocket receiver, I can do ammo capacity multiplier to something like 0.25. So it like knocks the ammo down a lot. And then for the damage, I could do something like 21. Yeah, I think what I wanted to do, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, is just kind of like give every gun part the same stats. So like give every gun part and a multiplier, a damage, you know, value, and then add them all together. Instead of having the original idea was that some parts would only be responsible for some stats, but I just don't think that's working because it doesn't give me a lot of freedom. Like in the case of the rocket, to have a low capacity but high damage, I can't do that because the damage is on the receiver and the capacity is on the magazine. So that means that if the damage is really high on the receiver, then a player could just get like a 10 round magazine and do immense amounts of damage. I am going to knock this down though, the loot weight here. We'll just make it rarer. That's the other thing I can do is like if something is a little bit too powerful, instead of just nerfing it, I can just make it less common. Anyway, let's see how this all looks. Actually, Let me create the bullet first. New inherited scene. Game object, or no. Component. Bullet component, yep. Rocket bullet. Sprite 2D. Okay. Looking good, but didn't you forget the outline? The outline gets added to the parts as a canvas group shader, because the way that the gun parts work, so all the parts will be added to a single scene, and then they will be outlined as a unit, and that makes it look like a coherent gun instead of having individual outlines, because then you get weird overlaps and like outlines in the middle of the gun, which shouldn't be there. That was a beautiful rocket dragon, thank you. Good morning, Red Velvet. How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Woohoo, finally completed your C# course. Parts 4 and 5 were definitely advanced in terms of understanding the logic and nesting and all those link statements. Really good stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, and I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it. Thank you for your message. That's cool. Yeah, the Canvas group was a major thing for me in Godot 4. Very, very useful. Okay, let's see how the rocket gun works in practice. Do I have all my... yeah. My DPS is low, but that's... okay, so obviously the bullet needs some kind of particles, which I will add, but I think it needs to be faster. Each piece could have a multiplier. For example, a small receiver would have higher damage bullets. Small magazine. Okay, small magazine may have higher damage bullets, and the other piece could have a stacking or separate multiplier. Yeah, it's like there has to be a flat number somewhere. So the flat number could either come from a single part, or the way I was thinking about it is give each part multipliers, give each part flat numbers, and just add them all together. So each part has a base damage, so you configure the base damage, and then you can also add multipliers to it. So each part also has the multipliers, and then you just combine them all together. But yeah, that would be a major change, and it would require... I think the way I'm going to do it is like, if I'm playtesting and the system feels fine as it is, then I'm going to deal with whatever downsides there are to my current system and just call them fine. But if I'm finding that it's too restrictive, then I may go ahead and update that. The problem is that, again, that would be a major balance change, and so I would need to do some thorough playtesting after that. Like that's the tricky part, is like I've played the game so much with like the systems that are in place, and I know how it feels, that changing that system is going to have some element of unpredictability in terms of like how it ends up producing results in the game, and so I'd need to get used to that and play it a bunch as well. So it's just kind of in the stage of the game where I don't want to make any disruptive changes that could potentially change the feel of the game, because right now it's feeling good. So it's just one of those things where I have to think about it carefully. I was wondering in Godot if you instantiate all the UI for a scene at runtime, how impactful that would be to the CPU, GPU, or if you have it pre-instantiated and just disabled. Yeah, so the UI, most of the UI I'm just instantiating on demand and then freeing. I am probably going to have to change that though, because there is one UI that hitches a little bit when you bring it up, and so I might have to do what you said, which is like or create it on scene load and just like hide it or store it somewhere, and then just add it back to the tree when it's demanded, you know. So yeah, that's another thing I have to experiment with. But the UI for the most part in my game is just like create on demand and free when I don't want to see it anymore. Okay, so what did I do? I changed the bullet speed. Right, okay. And let me take a look at this gun stats. Floor to int. Do I want to do floor to int? Let's do this. mathf.min or max of 0 and 1 and this. So if this ends up getting to 0, which could be possible now with the rocket gun because it has a 0.25 ammo multiplier, so that means that if you get I'm gonna do round to int instead. So that means that if you get the rocket gun with an ammo capacity of 3, you could potentially have 0 ammo capacity, which would break the game. So I'm going to make it a minimum of 1. And that should be fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and run the game. I exported my game for iOS and had leaking resources on quit. I checked and they were textures. And I am really not sure how to monitor and find such pitfalls in my project. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might not be your project. It might just be a Godot thing. You know, I mean, if you're... Yeah, especially textures, like, that should be entirely managed by Godot, right? So that's cool. So when that procs... the NASA gun, it's so big! That's quite a bit of damage, though. Okay, so we need some particles for the bullet traveling. I think this feels fine. The reason this is cool is because this can synergize really well with... Let me change one thing here. This can synergize really well with some of the other affixes I have, like bullet damage is increased by 1000% or whatever. Actually, let's try it. Let's see. I should actually make this do damage per bullet. Yeah, let me do that. Explode affix. This should be damage per bullet rather than just dot damage. Yeah, I think I should use damage per bullet instead, because this damage per bullet is going to be affected by the bullet damage percent modifier. So that means you could stack it with these. There's another affix where it's like the first bullet of a full magazine deals like 500% extra damage. And so the reason is like you could combine that with the rocket to really boost the rocket damage. And then when the explosion happens, this is going to use that scaled damage with that affix. So that's actually going to be better. So that's, yeah, I want that interaction to work. So that's good. And if you get lucky, I suppose, you could get... Well, let me try it. Let me see what happens if I just go in the game and try to get more capacity. What is the damage? Where does that come from? Bullets per second comes from the magazine. Yeah, see? Bullets per second multiplier. So I could do this instead. I could do the same thing. So bullets per second. If I want it to be 2 bullets per second. How high is the bullets per second typically? Well, let's do 4 bullets per second. Rocket receiver, bullets per second multiplier 0.5. So we'll just make the rocket very slow. So it's going to have the fire rate and it's going to quarter the capacity. Ooh, look at that. Deft reload. All right, let's see. I missed a rocket magazine. The rocket with the freaking... I guess one day I'll find out when I port to Switch with Godot how to handle those, but because it's so limited on memory on the Switch that you have to be very mindful. Yeah. Yeah, I would not be surprised if that was mostly a Godot issue. Godot 4.4 is coming out and they're always making changes to... Oops. They're always making changes to the engine, fixes and whatnot, so maybe it'll get fixed. Boom. Yeah, so the fire rate is really low on this, but that's okay because it kind of keeps the DPS in line, you know. So even though each individual bullet does a ton of damage, it's relatively in line with everything else. Like, that does 21 damage a hit, but I can't do that many hits per. Let's see if I can get up. Boom. Ooh, I've got all those bonuses too. Add rune explode. %54% chance to explode on hit, dealing 25% damage. Let's do it. This is ridiculous. Die! Oh, that's actually really cool. Yep, that's actually pretty fun. I think it's balanced fine, honestly. It'll be one of those things where if you get the build together... Oh, I got 2 rocket magazines? Or no. Oh my gosh, I have like no ammo. Oh goodness. Capacity is 1. Here we go. Frog receiver. That's ridiculous. So this is a gun. This is a frog, dragon, worm gun. All right, we need to lock the rocket behind something as well. Cool. Okay. Let's see. On the other hand, they just announced Switch 2, so more memory. Yeah. There you go. You don't need to worry about memory leaks if you've got enough memory. Okay, so let's see. Work on rocket gun. So I still have some stuff that I want to change here. So let me do that. But first, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. So give me just a second to do that. In the meanwhile, please check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways that you can support me as I'm doing my full-time indie dev journey. And all my income is coming from my Udemy courses right now. I'm hoping to change that with Gunforged. So if you could purchase either my courses or wait until Gunforged is out and purchase that, that would be amazing. And no worries if you can't or don't want to. You can also like and subscribe and do all that wonderful stuff. Sign up for my email newsletter at firebelly.com. That stuff all helps too. So give me just 2 minutes, like I said, and I'll be right back, and then we'll continue work on finishing up this rocket gun. All right, I'm back. Wouldn't the rocket gun have an area impact effect? Yeah, that's what the affix that I made to accompany it is. The explode affix. It's only a chance, so I mean, I'm very hesitant to give. Basically, the way that I'm working on it is like every gun has its own unique innate affix, which can also be acquired from the affix pool. So if it was like a guaranteed explode on hit, there's problems with that because if I only made it for the rocket gun that it was guaranteed, then that would be a weird kind of inconsistency in the game. And if I made it guaranteed for everything, then I'd need to find other ways to restrict it. Like I'd need to give it a cooldown or like greatly reduce the damage. And so the way I chose to do it instead is like give each instance of this explode affix a chance to explode. And then when you have a full rocket gun, you've kind of got like 3 of those all multiplied together. So it's not ideal, but that is how I am choosing to implement it. And I will give it like an explosion effect when it hits something, but not the same as doing an explosion that damages enemies. So I shouldn't have closed that. My rocket bullet here, we're going to add a GPU particles 2D here. Let's just make these invisible. So we're going to do a GPU particles 2D. Particles here. Okay. New particle process material. Get rid of this interpolation. No one likes interpolation. Okay. Maybe 0.3 instead. Okay. Spawn position. We don't need to change the position. Angle. Velocity. Okay. I'm going to try something here. We are going to try something here. Change the time down here of the drawing to index. Or no, I guess lifetime makes more sense, yeah. Okay. Do a small section in here for white. That'll work. Okay, and then, let's see. Angular velocity, turn this up. Perfect. And what else? Is that it? I guess so. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if that looks decent or not. I think it looks fine. I think one change that I would make, though, is make this color ramp a little bit more towards the end. Yeah. Cool. And then I can also increase the amount here, just to make that trail a little bit smoother. Now, I think one thing I can do as well is I think I can do this. Instantiate child scene, persistent, or death particles component. I think I can put that inside of there so that the particles terminate gracefully when the bullet dies. Let's see. Yeah, see how the particles just kind of like follow it, or yeah, it's a little bit more graceful, I guess. Graceful termination. Okay, so that's the rocket. I want to do an impact effect now. Which should be fine. I think what I'll do is I'll copy this GPU particles 2D. Yeah, and then if I look at my standard impact, this here, I'm going to duplicate this. Call it rocket impact. Open that up. Rocket impact. Rocket impact. Oh, goodness. Let's rename it. Rocket. Oh my gosh, can I type? Thank you. Manage animations, make these all unique. Okay, and then I can paste my GPU particles in there. Make this unique. And then I want this to be one shot. It needs to go in the other direction, so velocity 1. Cool. I need to turn up the explosiveness here. Okay. I'm going to turn up the velocity quite a bit here. Turn up the spread. And probably turn down the amount. Yeah. Let's try it. So rocket bullet, death scene, quick load, rocket impact. We'll see how that looks. We will see how that looks. It didn't work. It's because I didn't change the animation. Oh, right. Default. Yeah, this needs to be turned on. My bad. Okay. It's a little bit lethargic, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to increase the velocity quite a bit, like so, but then I'm going to decrease the lifetime. It's not super noticeable. Let me think. Wonder what happens if I up the minimum velocity and up the maximum velocity. Give it a lot of velocity. Might also change this trail here, honestly. I might make this 0.2 seconds as well. Just sticking around just a little bit too long. Okay, now I can turn down the amount here as well. I can probably turn down the amount even more than that. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Cool. Well, really the only thing left to do on this rocket then is to, well, think of an unlock condition, but also do the sound effects, which I should write down. Okay. Oh, do I need a muzzle flash too? Do I need a muzzle flash? I wonder if I... Maybe the standard muzzle flash is fine. Honestly, I might just keep the standard muzzle flash. I don't think it needs anything fancy. I think that thematically matches pretty well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so add rocket effects. All right, so condition for unlock. I also need to do an icon for this. So maybe I'll do the icon real quick. Rune icons. Now the thing is, I need to expand this. So sprite canvas size. Is that 50 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's do 26 times 8. Okay, so I've just extended the canvas a little bit. I think this shouldn't mess up any of the icons that I've done so far, but explode. Oops. I'm going to try to do something very basic here for the explode. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. We are gonna do the classic TNT. And we're gonna call that good. I probably should use a different color for this though. Not very noticeable if I do that. Okay, I think it looks fine. Cool. All right, let's see if it broke all my rune icons. Nope, seems to be fine. Cool. Edit region. Yeah, okay. All good. So let's go to my explosion now. Explode, paste that there. Paste, boom. Make unique. Edit region. That, boom, boom. Do a backwards muzzle flash. That's a burst of smoke. Oh yeah, I could do that for the muzzle flash. Yeah, I'll try that. That's a good suggestion. Okay, so we've got these dynamite. Cool. All right, let's try that. So rocket muzzle flash. Let's do standard muzzle flash. We'll duplicate this. Rocket muzzle flash. We'll just take the out here. Manage animations. Make unique. I don't know if I need to do make unique on all these or just the top one, but I'm not trying to figure out, so. Okay, so that's what we've got here. So this needs to be made unique recursive, yes. Display. Color curves. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that color initial ramp. Actually, we're going to do a new color initial ramp. For some reason, the colors only really work if you use the initial ramp. I don't know why. I guess I could set the modulate, though. Yeah, I don't need this. I could do the modulate down here. Visibility, this, swatches. We'll do that. Okay. We'll take the spawn velocity, change the direction to behind. Like so. We'll turn the amount up. Okay, where's the scale? .75, 1.25. Okay, we'll turn the spread up. Turn the velocity up. Angle. Angular velocity. Turn that up. We can also change the explosiveness here. Just a little bit. Okay. I guess we'll see what happens. This is a rocket muzzle flash. Let's see how that looks. Oh, yeah, it's not super visible because it renders behind the gun. I'll just reverse it then. Let's see. Reverse the direction. Back to normal facing outward. So it'll be a puff of smoke going forward with the weapon, but I like that. I'm going to turn up the minimum velocity and the maximum velocity here and turn down the spread. Well, if it's going to have to be forward, then I wonder if it would be more appropriately a different color like this one. Which one? This one. Might be more appropriate. It could come out the back of the gun. So being behind the gun wouldn't matter. Yeah, the problem is I can't do that. I mean, I can. Everything is possible, but the muzzle flash always comes out of the barrel, and I don't have a way of telling the code to spawn it in a different location. So but I think make it more of like the plume of smoke or whatever that comes out when you launch it. That looks fine. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Add icon for explode affix and muzzle flash for rocket. All right, let me think. I want to add an unlock condition for this as well. Rocket gun still needs sound effects. I want an unlock condition for this rocket. Let me think. What kind of condition could I have? Let's see. What kind of condition could I have for rocket gun unlock? I've already got something that gets unlocked from killing the lowrider spider, from the rat king, from killing the mausoleum magnate, from killing skeletal snake. I don't have anything from killing the naked mole rat. Do I want to attach that gun to the naked mole rat? The other thing is, like, I've got those cannon goblins in the graveyard. I can make it so that if you kill a certain number of those guys, you get it unlocked, but I'm not sure if I like that. Maybe could do it based on the amount of heals that the player has done, but that seems kind of lame. Let me think. Damage taken, heal done. What other stuff can happen in the game? Oh, I could have like get a gun with at least 6 rune slots or something. Or 4 rune slots. That might be an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to what kind of unlock condition to put on it. Might have to think about that a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. All right, we got some time left in this stream, so what I might do for the rest of the stream here is just do a playthrough as a new player. So as a new demo player, because the demo is going to be the next thing that I update. So I'm going to delete my saved data, and then I'm going to go to my editor or customize run instances, add the demo feature flag. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. Just do a playthrough, see how far I get, see how it feels just as a new player. Okay, so we've got all this stuff. Should say not available in demo for a lot of these things. Oh, that's big. That doesn't fit inside the little thing. Oh man, I didn't think about that. I might have to shrink it down. But that's all right. If I have to shrink it, I will. It's just a couple pixels. Not available in demo. What if you made some of the guns diagonal? Oh, I see. So draw them at an angle. Into the dungeon we go. Ow, already took damage because I'm a new player. Already took damage because I'm a new player. Ooh, health sacrifice. Imaginary friend. Well, let's see what I have over here first. So you can still have those big ones, but you can render them in that gun unlock screen. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is, again, it's the inconsistency thing because, ooh, I get the phantom gun for free. Because when I'm aiming to the right, that's when the gun renders real crisp. And then it's crisp at like the right angles, but it would be different to have it drawn at 45 where it looks crisp like this, but maybe that's not a super big issue. Yes, DPS increase, thank you. Bleed. I don't have a way of... I don't have a way of adding that to my gun. Put that over there. Do I want to do a sacrifice? What's over here? Surgeon, be the fuse. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Oh my gosh. This will give me a good opportunity to test the health globe drop rates on a fresh save. Blood Brothers, zap, quickness. Let's take quickness. Gotta get that movement speed. Banana gun. Still don't have any rune slots. Oh, that gives me rune slots. DPS decrease, but I think it'll be worth it for the rune slots here. What was that? Oh. Probably want to just make this a minimum size, I suppose. Yep. I just have to fix that. All right, so let's see. First bullet of a full magazine. Of course. 61 damage. Look at that. 61 damage on the first hit. Okay. Got some new enemies now. That first bullet just annihilates everything. Nope, you're not gonna kill me. Oh, I need it. Okay, I unlocked fire though. There's a health globe. Blood Brothers, Berserk, increased stamina. Let's do that one. Lightning. Boom. Lightning fire gun. Yes. Bone receiver. I like it. Do I still have... Yeah, first strike. Oh, I have bullet pierce, right? Or bullet split. Yeah, I do. Get out of here. Ooh, there's another one. Secret Service, all clear. Let's take all clear. I'll lose poison if I put that on, but I could put it over here, and I get poison on that one too. Poison, fire, and shock. Look at that. Oil. Ouch. Ooh, I've got a shop. Let's see, combustion. Let's take combustion. I might be able to utilize that. Let's put oil on that instead. Fire, poison, yeah, that's fine. This is a big upgrade, although capacity, I think I can take the capacity downgrade. Oh no, actually, no, that's gross. Put that back. Open shop. Let's see, we've got the cow receiver, bunch of fire and oil. Oh, I wonder if the shop, I didn't check how the shop is picking things. Let's see. Get random part resources. Okay, so that should be using the loot table, and then here, that's also going to be using the biased loot table. Okay. So just make sure that none of the stuff that's excluded from the demo can show up in the shop here. Cow receiver, boom, boom. Yes. Okay. And then I should see that my old part ended up over here, yes. Put bleed on that, put that on that. Check this out. Let's see how much damage this does. 101 damage on the initial shot. Very nice. Oof, tearing it up. And the combustion is procking as well, so that's cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't like that. Oil, fire, passive. I don't like that it's creating. I don't like it that it's creating 2 circle explosions. So I'm going to remove it. Let this be a warning to all the code in the game. If I don't like you, you're getting deleted. No, I'm losing gold. No. Okay. Got 40 gold. Let's see, Blood Brothers quickness. Yeah, quickness again. Might need to put some more interesting passives in the demo here. Wave 7, here we go. Ow. I am not doing well here. I need a health globe, please. Give me a health globe, please. Thank you. Glass cannon. Set max health to 1. Increase stamina. Do I want that? I don't think so. Blood torrent. Blood brothers. Yeah, let's do blood brothers. Let's see. Number of bullets 4. Ooh, that might be cool, actually. Yes. Max banana. We're just gonna fill the screen with bananas. That combustion is doing work. I actually want another stack of that combustion. Bullet pierce, very nice. I am a walking banana dispenser. Ow. Thunderstorm, zap. Let's do thunderstorm, actually. I've got a lot of runes over here. Let's do bullet pierce on the bananas. And first strike, let's get rid of that one. Let's make this also have oil. Wait, is that just going to apply the combustion immediately? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I've got both guns applying combustion now. This, wait, does the combustion, it consumes... I might have to make combustion consume all the fire stacks as well. Yeah, I think I might have to do that. Because the reason is, otherwise I can just tag it and then just hit it a bunch of times like this with oil, which, I mean, I could be fine, I suppose. I don't know. I'll have to play with it a little bit. It's one banana, Michael. Yeah. Is that Arrested Development? Ugh. So now I've got banana. They can't even stop the... Ooh, I almost died. They can't even stop the bananas with their bodies. Ooh, give me that. I need that. Thank you. There's one thing that I want to do here. Add the unshaded material to this. I might redraw that health globe sprite too, because it's kind of It's kind of ugly. I need that gold, but I don't want to die. Okay. Secret Service, blood. I might need that Secret Service, yeah. I need a crutch, I'm sorry. DPS goes way up, but I lose something. I already got bleed, so I'll put that back. Put the DPS here. My reroll, actually, can I get... wasting all my money. I was hoping to get a banana barrel and get the set bonus, but that's alright. I want to keep the bleed. I'll keep the bleed and a fire, and the rest I'll sell those. Ooh, actually I can reroll again. Nope, alright, I just wasted all my money rerolling. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know why I was doing that. I was just focused on avoiding the cheese, and I wasn't paying attention that he was going to shoot a bunch of rats at me. Ugh. Well, as a new player, that experience was pretty fun, actually. And let's see. Runes, what did I unlock? I unlocked 6 runes already. Very nice. I can't spend any money here. My stats, runs started, runs 1. I should add like a runs abandoned here. runs abandoned, runs lost. The tricky thing about the statistics is I basically need to make sure that all the statistics that I want to be able to show the player, they should be in place from release. Otherwise, like, if I try to introduce a new statistic later, it's like, well, it's only going to start tracking, you know, X number of weeks into the game already being available. So, locked. I like this too. You can see the names of everything, but you can't see what they do or what the art is. So I think that's a nice tease for players. Like, you look down here, oh, a necromancer gun, a gold gun. What does that mean, right? Rocket gun. And you've got all this. You can be like, what is this? Very cool. Well, lots of playtesting to do still, but I think everything is coming together very nicely. But that's going to be it for the stream today. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Very much appreciate it. And again, if you'd like to support my work, all the ways in which you can do so are linked in the description below. Again, I've got my Udemy courses available for sale, so if you've been wanting to learn how to build a game in the Godot engine, definitely check those out. It's a great way of supporting me and also a great way to kickstart your Godot learning. Also, you know, follow me at all my socials, all that's linked below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch my other videos, all that good stuff. Thank you all for your support again. And I will see you in the next stream tomorrow at the same time, 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, have a good day, everyone, and I will see you then.